Hi, I'm Jana Austin, and this is my literacy journey. One of the earliest memories that I have of literacy or books would be a book that had a profound impact on my life. I'm adopted, and there wasn't a point in time where my parents sat me down and told me I was adopted. Rather, they read to me from a book about adoption. It was a way that this could open up conversation, and that was how my parents explained where I came from. I remember looking at the book all the time, and they read it to me over and over, and I looked at the pictures, and it just became a favorite book of mine. And that early memory of literacy and reading cemented in my mind that books were where you got very important information from, and also it showed me that reading was an important bonding time with my family. As a young child, I read a lot. I read books by Dr. Seuss. The Lorax was my favorite. And I went through other series like the Nancy Drew mystery books. I read a lot of books by V.C. Andrews and Judy Blume, all books that were popular at the time through my childhood. So reading was pretty important to me and my family as I was growing up. Most of my reading comes from that background with a lot of reading and seeing my parents read. But my feelings on reading and literacy changed quite a few years back when I did a class project that required me to do a classroom library audit at the school I was at. I audited several classroom libraries to check for diversity, and the results were shocking. Because of this, I became really interested in websites and organizations that pursue a more equitable form of literature. I currently follow WeNeedDiverseBooks.org and the See What We See webpage, which is a great place to look for books having to do with social justice issues. Both of these pages are my go-to when I'm searching for new books for my library or I want books that deal with particular issues. Through my master's program, I've changed how I view books and I critique books from a different way than I used to. I've also changed how I think about literacy itself and what it means to be literate. I'm teaching students to be global citizens, and with that, I feel like they need a global point of view. I took a special topics class last year on the Bookbird Journal, which focuses on international children's literature, and that class helped me develop an appreciation and desire for books that come from other countries. I don't feel like students can become globally literate and understand global cultures if they're only reading books about and by American authors. This has become a passion of mine, and I hope I can pass it on to the students that I teach.
Created using Powtoon.